Hi, I'm Bill Southry, the president of the Atlantic City Rescue Mission. It's about 6:15 on a cold winter night at the Rescue Mission Atlantic City here. And just as a little something a little different as far as a broadcast for YouTube is some discussion points maybe some people could respond to and help me out. This past year was a rough year. It was a very difficult year for the homeless as well as for those who are trying to serve them, and particularly the Atlantic City Rescue Mission. We have undergone a number of assaults trying to set up facilities and care for people's lives in other municipalities. Have been accosted by neighbors and people that don't want any kind of service in their community. However, they don't want the homeless there either. And I just want to have some questions. Maybe you could have some answers. What do you think of VFW at a Legion post in a nearby town sending 50 of the representatives to shut down an opportunity for us to open up housing for disabled veterans, who some are homeless? Literally, that happened in the city of Wildwood, New Jersey, where we were shouted down by veterans themselves who said that they didn't want that kind of facility in their pristine little town. And here they have people that are desperate needs to be placed out of hospitals and VA hospitals and for services, and we were declined the opportunity to do that venture. Another small town in the area called Egg Harbor City, we opened up an office there to provide money for people who need rental assistance and utility assistance, and we're soundly driven out of the town for opening 2 offices that would help people pay their rents and their mortgages and utility bills, keep themselves in housing. These are just 2 small events, but for us very large, because it kind of sends a shiver down my spine when I think about how many people are suffering out there, and the fact that presently today I have about 1,300 families on the list who are seeking assistance and need help to keep the roof over their head. I'd just like to solicit your opinion of these things, and maybe you could give me some guidelines that maybe I can use to help overcome the N.I.M.B issue in southern New Jersey as well as other parts of the state. I'm sure that I'll encounter some issues soon as they try to clean up Atlantic City, and there's homeless here in the city. They come because they have no other place to go. I do have some ideas about regionalization and building facilities and putting centers, catchments throughout the state of New Jersey where we could actually help people who are struggling with severe mental illness and chronic addiction issues or abuse issues or domestic violence issues. But I need your help and your guidance. So if you would please listen to this little message and give me a call, or send me a letter, or send me a message through the internet, so I can gain some wisdom in how to combat this kind of effort against helping and serving people that are really losing their lives and will potentially lose all their human dignity completely, but be stripped of any liberty and any safe place to live if this kind of attitude continues to grow. And for those of you in the church, I want to remind you that you have a gospel message that says that you are to take care of the needy, the poor, and the oppressed, the widow, the orphan, the sick, and the afflicted. And Jesus says, if you've done it to the least of these, you've done it unto me. You know, I couldn't even get any church support when I was trying to combat these issues. Really no support at all, except a big whopping legal bill and lots of attitude against. Even when I approached the churches, they turned their heads away from me and said, basically, it's your problem. And it was right, it was my problem, but it's also a problem for the gospel, for those who say they believe the gospel, because if they don't work together with us and work together for Him, then they're serving another master. And I just want to leave you with that thought. So if you're a church that wants to do something and wants to help us mobilize an effort, give me a call also. If you're one that just wags your head and likes to be pupitated, that's okay too. You just continue that mode, and eventually someday you'll have a family member that has need, and you'll realize how important it is to really fulfill the gospel in a real way. When He says to love your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. I mean, that's pretty all-inclusive, isn't it? But how do you love someone if you leave them out in the cold winter night like tonight at 6:20 at Monday night on the 31st of January, where it's about 26 degrees outside and a hailstorm's on its way. So I thank you, and please let me know if you want to respond, or if you can respond, and you could help me in my efforts. Thank you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you peace.